Good afternoon, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be baking a butter cake. I am so sorry for this, I am about to mispronounce it horribly. La gâteau Breton, which when translated from French means Breton cake. It is a butter cake. So, here are your timestamps. Let's get baking. Alright, these are our ingredients. We need all-purpose flour, sugar, cornstarch, butter, eggs. Actually, we only need egg yolks. And then our filling, I'm going to use caramel instead of fruit. You're also going to need 1 cup, 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon. Alright, so let's divide our egg yolks from our egg whites. Alright, we're going to use a slotted spoon. With the egg white drained between the slits. Help it separate. And add our yolk to the other bowl. Oh, I popped the yolk. That's fine, I was going to pop it anyway. Alright, so that's 1 egg, if it let go. Okay, so that's 2 eggs down, 4 more to go, and I'm not going to make you watch as I do the remaining 4. But I will have you watch me do the 3rd one. Crack on the table, separate into the spoon, let it drain. You see that big slimy part there? Scrape that off against the side of the bowl. You want as little egg white as possible. Add the yolk to the 2nd bowl. Okay, now for the remaining 3. Okay, now they want us to add 1 teaspoon egg yolk, 1 teaspoon water, and we'll mix that later, but we're going to use this for glazing. So, now with that out of the way, alright, so we're going to add now 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Half, 3/4 cup sugar, two tablespoons cornstarch, and I just bought the cornstarch today. One tablespoon water, and the remaining 6 egg yolks. Okay, what I was trying to say before my camera so rudely turned off, they want us to mix it using an automatic mixer or a machine mixer. I don't have that, so I'm just going to mix it with a fork, and then you want you to do it until it's thick and sticky, and after that you gotta knead it a little bit. So I'm gonna mix this, and when I'm done, I shall bring you back as always. Alright, so you know what I forgot to add while mixing this? Oh, by the way, that's what it's mixed. I forgot to add butter. So 1 cup butter. And now I gotta remix it. I think I'm gonna mix it by hand just because this is after a while you're gonna need it. So let's just mix it by hand now, and we'll go on from there. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Grease a 9-inch baking pan. Alright, so I added a little canola oil to our pan, and we're going to use that to grease it. But we're also only going to add half our mixture. Because remember, we're also going to do a caramel filling. So we're going to add half our mixture, put it in the freezer for a bit so it's nice and stiff. Make our caramel filling, add that to the top. Let that cool, and then we're going to add the rest of it, and then we're going to bake it. Alright, so there we go, that's greasy enough. For our caramel filling, we're going to do 1 cup of caramel balls, 2 tablespoons of creamer or evaporated milk. And we'll put it on a low heat. Well, not low, medium heat. Constantly stir it to keep it from burning. And when that's ready, we'll add it to our cake. Okay, our caramel has melted. I'm going to take it off the heat. I'm going to let that cool, and then we're going to pour it onto the first half of our cake. Then we're going to let that cool still, put it in the freezer again, and then we're going to take it out and then put the other half on, and then we're going to bake it. Okay, with that firm, now we're going to add our caramel, or caramel. Spread this around. Then we're going to put it back in the freezer. Add our second half. And we're going to bake it. Okay, now with our caramel cool, let's add on our top layer. Okay, so now you can throw it in the oven as is, bake for 15 minutes, reduce temperature to 350, continue to bake for an additional 25 minutes, and then let it cool for a 10. I, however, am going to throw these back in the freezer for about another 10-15 minutes, because what I'm going to do next is completely an aesthetic choice, or cosmetic, depending on what word you want to use. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a fork and we're going to score the surface. And the idea is we're going to have like a little grid going on in the corners to form a diamond pattern. And this is very popular amongst French pastries. So, see you in 10 minutes for that part. Alright, just so you have an idea of what I'm talking about, we're going to go from this corner down. Then we're going to go from this upper corner and down. Then we're going to go from here. Actually, no, we're not. Now we're going to turn it this way, go from here, and go straight across. If this was a little more solid, the idea is you would see little diamonds and just go corner to corner. And because my pen is only so wide. Alright, now that we have that mostly done, we're going to take our egg yolk and water from earlier and just put a little brushing over it. And then we're going to bake it for 15 minutes, reduce heat to 350 for 25. Then we're going to take it out and let it cool for 10, and then it should be ready to serve. Okay, here we are. We have our tea made. Let's cut ourselves a piece of cake. That is really good. It's got a nice buttery flavor, and of course the caramel itself is good. This was an absolute success. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you give this a try, and if you do, let me know. And until next time, have a beautiful day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button. If you have any suggestions or criticisms, leave a comment. And if you want to stay tuned for my next project, don't forget to click that subscribe icon and ring that bell. So, until our next project, have a beautiful day.